What's going on, everyone? I'm Ello. You're watching Ello Built. Now, last video was about the new em1. Now we're gonna get back to working on the Type R. Where I left off was I installed the mount kit, pretty much got everything fronted, and now I gotta start making the bracket to hold up this side of the engine. What I pretty much planned in my mind was to make a bracket here to triangulate, give it some rigidity, and then get a post mount, try to use maybe the existing K21, make that work, or try to make something myself. So yeah, I would have to make a post mount that goes up right here. This is what I measured up and drew up, was this. This is the front side. This is gonna, well, I guess this is the side of the engine, and this is the front side of it, where the timing cover goes. So I'm gonna kind of put this on there and show you what I'm talking about so you have a better idea. Alright, so this is the template I came up with. Now I measured everything, make sure everything is squared, and I could now transfer what I drew up here and start making 1/4 inch steel templates so I could start welding and then make the post mount off this bracket. And what I'm going to do here for as far as the belt route is put an idler pulley here, but instead of smooth, it's going to be grooved. So there's tension up on top to go over here on the alternator, and then build a Heim adjuster rod right here so it could tighten and loosen. So that figures out that problem. Probably sometime in the week I will have the templates made so I could start welding those up, bolting them onto the engine, and then start making the mount fully bolted on to this. So once the motor is pretty much in place, then I will start doing the induction system. I'm going to do the manifolds, I'm going to do the turbo. I'll probably have, obviously the turbo manifold needs to be custom made. There's some manifolds that I've seen online that might work, but I want to do a sidewinder setup. They sell manifolds that the turbo sits up top. So if you do decide to do an f2k setup and want to go a turbo route, they already sell pre-made manifolds that sit top. So this video is a little short. I'm just showing you pretty much the template design that I made to make this post mount bracket. But I also have something I want to experiment with. On the em1, I have an s2000 dash just sitting around that I'm not going to do anything with. So I'm going to try to remove the rest of the interior, because as of late I've been selling the inside of it because I'm not going to use it. So if I'm not using it, I'll put it in the market, you know, have somebody buy it, and as I remove it, I make money off it. So it's a win-win situation for me. So the seats were sold, cluster was sold, door panels were sold, typical for any SI owner. But I'm going to remove the rest of the interior and remove this dash, remove all the air boxes underneath it, and see if I could fit this s2000 dash in there, because that'll be pretty sweet if I could. So I'll show you how that's done, but first let me take off all this crap. Alright, got the dash removed. Now, let's see if this s2000 dash will fit up. Got it fronted here, which is going to be kind of tricky. I see if I kind of line this up right here, I could probably make a bracket to mount up to this side onto that little frame piece that's sticking out. But I would have to cut the back some so this could sit flush with that pillar. Now obviously this isn't going to be perfect, but I'm going to make this work as best as possible. It's always good to experiment. That's why I'm doing the f2k and the ITR. Just never ends. Alright, it's 1,000,000 degrees out here. But I was able to cut up the dash back here, make it fit more flush. But for the most part, I mean, it looks pretty decent as of now. I have one bolt just holding it up here. I kind of just self-tapped it into the metal, but I just have it there just for preliminary reasons. I am going to put proper brackets I still have to remove the air box, but I have to disconnect the lines from the engine bay, which is a mission in itself. And like I said, it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. So here I have it kind of flushed up against the frame. There's a mounting hole right here, so I'm just gonna make a bracket or use the existing bracket that came with the car. I just have to kind of modify it to hold it on this side perfectly. Do a bracket from here to here. Put a rib nut there because I'm not leaving it like that. I'm gonna see if I could make the center console work. I'm just gonna probably make like little carbon fiber plates here. Probably still put a radio on because I need my jams when I'm out there ripping it. And this side, there is a pretty significant gap, but you know, these dashes are a little bit more narrow than the EK. But again, I'm not trying to make this pretty. So it's gonna be pretty functional. I'll have my dash set up here, you know, have everything towards me, driver oriented, driver friendly, and just have that little race car feel more than what it is gonna be. It's already gonna be stripped out completely. Still gotta take out this disgusting rug. Still got little things here and there, but it's way too hot. So I'm gonna call it a wrap for today. You saw what I got going on with the Type R. I was gonna start building those brackets later on this week. Once I have everything fitted, welded, mounted perfectly, I'll be on the next video so you see how everything sits. And then we can move on to induction, turbo stuff, because I plan to make some serious power on it, but it's gonna be a street car. This, on the other hand, we're gonna also give it some wiring attention. We're gonna remove pretty much everything in the inside, do like a race spec type harness, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave anything. If you have anything to say, feel free to ask me. Thank you. Elo out.